because nobody was even mad. Like I said that the fall off has to come out. It should be in everybody's phones by the end of the night.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody's even asking for it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So this year marked the 5th and final Dreamville Festival, an unforgettable send-off to the best artist-run festival in the game. The lineup was stacked, the energy was unmatched, and the city came alive with incredible activations all weekend long. Absol brought out JID during his set, Bass announced a new album, and Ari Leno blessed the stage with that signature soul her fans love. J. Cole himself closed the curtain on the festival with a performance that felt deeply personal and free. He took us through his deep cuts for the day ones, reminding the crowd who he does this for.
Caused stress for most people. Cole navigated with the absolute peace of mind of somebody who is unbothered, and seeing the way that J. Cole a year later is living stress-free, while these other guys might not be as stress-free as J. Cole, and they're in court and stuff.
So Cole
I just
was
want
right.
to apologize. J.
won.
Cole, you won.
So Cole won the battle.
J. Cole, I'm sorry for doubting you. You made the right call for you. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's your perspective, King.
I think he did win people over that way because nobody was even mad. Like I said that the fall off has to come out. It should be in everybody's phones by the end of the night.
And it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody's even asking for it. There's no backlash. There's no he teased last before. Yo, my album, you might get some new shit. He didn't even do a new song.
Hey, what?
He did Clouds Over a Star Is Born. He give you a new song. He give you a new slap or nothing. And you don't care.
No.
He charmed y'all niggas.
Charmed
y'all.
How are you?
And changed history. He charmed y'all.
How are you feeling? Because
he charmed y'all niggas.
You promised to crash
out. He finessed y'all.
You promised to crash.
This might be it. He finessed you niggas. I just see one person on the internet, on Elon Musk's internet, that said anything negative about this nigga still didn't give us the album. I was the only one. I said nicely. So I said, fall off still ain't in our phones? That's cool with y'all? What? That's all else we did. Because again, I watched it on YouTube because I can't go to shows. Nobody invites me to shit. He did a whole segment when he got to a song that T-Minus produced, right?
Yeah.
And we know T-Minus is one of the first producers outside of himself that he fully embraced working with. And he's teasing about how him and T-Minus have so much good shit on the fall off. Where the fuck is it? What are you really gonna add to the album that's not already there? You ain't did the intro yet? You ain't did the outro? The album is done. This shit is done. It's over. There's nothing to add.
How do you know?
Is he waiting on a feature? Probably not. This nigga don't like features like that. You ain't waiting on shit. Put the album out. The album is done. The album is done. I challenge you to tell me the album's not done. Again, as an MC, Jeremy, he's either waiting for he doesn't have the right intro, doesn't have the right outro, or he's waiting on a feature.
Yeah, something else to add.
I say all three are negative. I think he has a good intro, a good outro, and he ain't waiting for no fucking features. So the album's done. Put the shit out, or tell us when it's coming out. Give us a real rollout. So now what? He goes dormant and quiet again. He does an amazing festival. He cleans his name up from last year's debacle. You're in love again. Everyone's in love again. Then what happens? Now we got to do a whole new rollout? Summertime Cole single, maybe in the fall. Like, that's what we all over again? That's the fall off got to come in the fall?
It's the fall off.
I'm exhausted. This guy's exhausting. His good guy shit is exhausting. His nice guy, every man, working class hero shit is exhausting. He's still one of the all-time greats, but it does get exhausting to me. So maybe that's the cynical Capricorn side of me, but it does get exhausting.
So what do you think? When do you think we'll actually get it? Like,
I don't know, motherfucker's done. I think we'll probably not get it till the end of the year.
So you think the album's done?
I think the only thing, he said that the way he was talking about the set he had with T-Minus had was like, me and Head in the studio got so much, oh my God, ooh, it's coming together crazy. So again, I would think as an artist, at this point, he's either waiting for the right intro to set the album off or the right outro, or he's waiting for guest features that haven't come yet. And I doubt that he's waiting for any of those three things. So I would think he has the bulk of the album pretty much done.
What if?
What could he be waiting for that's missing from the album that doesn't exist?
What if he has a song?
That sample is a good issue.
What if he has a song called The Big Three, and he's waiting for two out of the three?
Then he should keep that shit on the shelf because we don't want it. So run with this shit.
We don't want it?
No.
I don't want to see all of those three on a stage for at least 25 years because I would feel like we just wasted so much of our time speaking. Like, you imagine if next year it's just Drake and Kendrick on a stage somewhere. Yo, you're the greatest, bro. Love you, bro. I would feel like I actually might retire. If anyone wants to get me out of the space, just put those two on stage together. I don't think I can. I'll go quiet for at least like a year. I don't think.
So let's expound upon that.
Okay.
Look that shit up.
I didn't say it.
No. We need to get to that.
EXPONUD.
Okay.
Look that shit up.
I didn't
They say you look that shit up too much. Is that what they're saying? The chat?
They do. Yeah. We actually have multiple. It was like 10 comments, but we'll pull it up. But continue your point first.
Let's expound upon this.
Okay.
I was on a stream.
I saw it.
Not that stream. I was on another stream with a guy named Justin Hunt.
No, I saw that too.
And he had a guy.
Let him talk. Do you ever let him talk?
And he had a guy on his stream with us. I think his name was Friday.
Yeah.
Toronto zone.
Yep.
And he wouldn't make a wager with me to not do content, not talking to a microphone for the duration of existence. So Jeremy Hecht, you said that if you were to see them on a stage together, before 25 years from now, before 2050, you would retire from hip hop journalism, hip hop, a microphone, a camera, Instagram.
If Kendrick and Drake are dapping up on stage, like together, not just on the same stage in a night. I'm not talking about like they're on the same bill or they're on the same. It is them two on stage, high-fiving. There's two goats left and two of them are hugging and kissing on stage. If that happens, I will retire a microphone.
Like you won't rap either.
I won't rap. You won't hear me talk about anyone disrespecting women.
So
you
no
won't have to see me on your timeline.
So you go back to Winnipeg and do top 40 rate
that you're going to get from the OVO stan community that just says Drake era.
It started because they had the stat. It didn't come from Billboard. I guess Chart Data started it, and it said Drake has sold 500 million records and RIA and he's bigger than the Beatles. But it didn't come from Billboard. And it's like, that to me doesn't prove that it's Drake's era now. When I'm talking about that era, I'm talking about the current reign of culture and what's going on in the past year. I'm not denying Drake's catalog. I sat in Drake's house and interviewed him, as you know, because he was the artist of the decade, because he sold hundreds of millions of records and dominated the marketplace. He ran the 2010s. So when he reaches with the accolades true or not, of course that's true. Like, the stats are there, but I thought these Drake stands, they find this one stat and they try to act like that equals what's going on. And what I see going on is that Dot still has the bigger momentum and still is the number one guy right now. Now, I don't think even Nokia goes number one. I don't know if Sally think the Dot era officially ends. I feel like Dot is still more dominant right now in the marketplace, and he's about to go on tour. You know, Drake with the party record didn't get the job done. Nokia may win, but then what happens after that? Give Me a Hug's not going to push. Like, what's the next song then? So then the point of Drake's the hit maker, he can't out hit make Dot right now. It's still the Dot era. I mean, Drake's back competing again. Like I had him for, right? It says Drake to me. It's Kendrick to me, Future, because I keep Future for relevancy in the conversation, Cardi and Drake in my mind. So that doesn't change. But yes, I love the band about every time Drake has an accomplishment, it's like,
you're not
it's Drake's era, because there's another, it's like a career milestone. No one's denying that Drake was a dominant force of the 2010s. We know that. We're talking right now. And when I say Dot era, I'm just more really talking about the current state of hip hop, where it feels to me that Kendrick is the clear number one. And that hasn't happened a lot in this culture in the last 15, 20 years. So that's what that reflects.
Shout out to UMG.
Big UMG.
Well, still working the records.
They're saying that might hurt his case now. The fact that, all these accomplishments are still happening.
Funny you say that, Jeremy Hecht.
Nokia's still on the chart mid lawsuit. So it's like, how can you say that I'm ruining your career?
What do you see on the screen, Jeremy Hecht?
Republic Records presents Drake and Party Next Door, Nokia. Republic Records. Big logo for Republic Records.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get it to number one.
And that's an email, right?
Yeah.
So they're pushing it to radio people.
Yes, they are.
Okay. So do you think they're actually trying harder now to push it to show?
Hecht? At the bottom, right there, at the top.
Copyright 2025 Republic Records, all rights reserved.
Exactly.
With an address. Do you think, would it make sense for them to push this record harder?
No, but they can still, but the Drake people can still say, but the incentive is to still keep Luther at number one. Nokia can get to number two, but it can't get number one. Or it can go number one, Luther go number two. Like, They win both ways.
The
as usual.
label is in the business to make money. They're working the records.
So if Drake does not reach #1 with Nokia, he can't blame the label. No one can blame the label. The label
I
is in
have
full
more.
support.
You can go through my inbox. I have more Drake emails than Dot.
Because the more current record.
The last email I got from Dot. Let me see. Kendrick.
He's a DJ, in case you don't know.
The last email I got
He gets
was
emails about playing records.
the last email I got to quote unquote work a record. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. This is a UMG email, right? The last email I got was this one. Don't read who it's from, Jeremy Heck.
Here we go
But
again.
look at the
You
date.
gotta read who it's from.
Look at the date.
And don't whisper that shit to me
what
either,
is the
Jeremy.
date?
I
What
don't
is-
like to whisper.
What does the date say?
March 12th, 2025.
And then what's the record? What does it say it's doing?
Going for ads, Kendrick Lamar featuring AZ Check Peekaboo,
Exactly.
impacting urban radio now.
Exactly. That was on March 12th. That was the last Kendrick email I got.
What was the last Kendrick text you got? So I think
The battle. I like that.
it's fun.
Not Like Us is finally out of the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Finally. And now it really just comes down to Luther and Nokia.
My point was,
Peekaboo.
exactly. That's not even up here.
No.
This is just real shit.
Oh, they're working Peekaboo on the Universal